Cinna.
Pals! I thought I would just address the elephant in the room real quick, okay? There's two things going on people are going to notice. There's this thing that happened, and there's that thing that happened over there.
They're both hair-related.
I was just zhuzhing up the hair a little bit. It never comes out like this. I'm like, okay, I can just like have this on camera for posterity that I got it once. And this will only last like 10 minutes. 30 minutes into the film, it's going to like be stupid. Anyway, we're watching Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, the Tyler Perry film. Oh, I'm sure everyone's going to ask in the comments, what's it like being a dad, Michael?
Oh, it's great. Honestly, phenomenal.
Okay.
I love every second of it.
Tell me how old you are, please.
Ooh, no musical intro?
I know, what?
What is
I didn't even
this?
think about that until you
Yeah.
said it. Well, that tells you like how it's a red font and everything.
yeah.
It's definitely more serious.
Definitely going the Acrimony vibes on this one.
And how long have you guys been married? 10 years.
Yo, right off the cuff, this feels more real. Mm-hmm. Like, because you see these kinds of offices.
Kim Kardashian's in this?
Usually, like, offices like this are more zhuzhed up, you know?
It's just that I think people change.
They do. We become a lot of different people before we actually settle into who we are, especially when we're young.
We were 18. I'm not the same little girl that was in love with him in high school.
Don't let Michael hear this.
No!
I can't do this.
Bradley, don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on, Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley, you're the problem.
I don't want to hurt him. He deserves better.
Ooh.
Better than you?
It's not your fault.
Why do you feel that way?
He's a good guy.
Uh-huh.
He's consistent and loving. But I feel like we're roommates and not husband and wife.
Why is that, though?
Oh, yeah.
You met someone,
Oh, damn. Saw right through her.
Oh, no.
and he's showing you everything you've been missing. This new guy, he excites you.
Is a marriage counselor allowed to do that?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, maybe it's one of those things, it's like, all right, let's get to the root of the problem so we can direct you back to your husband. Like, how do you find that in your husband?
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you a story
Oh?
about my sister, if that's okay.
Oh.
Let's go.
Judith. We were raised in a very small town.
Why does this feel like the color purple all of a sudden?
She took us to church 5 days a week and twice on Sundays.
Oh.
There wasn't a lot of time for fun.
That's my feeling right there. The boy, when I'm in church, I'm like,
Samesies.
From the moment Judith and Bryce met, something sparked between them.
oh.
Cute.
They became inseparable.
Oh.
They were the yin and yang to each other.
Get your ass in here. Don't hold his hand.
Love for Judith was all consuming. It was breath to life.
I remember that feeling in high school.
Yeah.
It just kind of consumes all of your being.
Okay, she says she's got a sister, but I've only seen one person, so this continues to solidify my theory that she's talking about herself.
How'd she feel about
Somewhere along the way, she decided she couldn't fight this.
this? Okay.
Because sometimes if you try and, like, separate two kids, it just
like
drives them
Romeo and
closer.
Juliet.
Yeah, exactly.
Bryce asked for her hand in marriage.
Oh.
We've seen him in other Tyler Perry films.
Yes,
I think.
yeah.
He was the he's the young guy with Angela Bassett. The Browns. Meet
Yes,
the Browns.
yes.
Bryce's lifelong dream,
Oh, he's a pharmacist.
small pharmacy that maybe one day he could own.
Aw.
And Judith, well,
That's an interesting
her dream was
objective.
to become a marriage counselor.
Those are some shoes.
Dang.
So in the meantime, she found work with Janice Wise, the millionaire matchmaker.
What?
Ooh.
Your 8 a.m. is on its way up.
Oh, he's early?
Yeah.
Okay, merci.
Look at those shoes.
Oh, hello.
Yeah? I didn't notice. Thank you.
I was talking about your shoes.
As I was talking about yours. They look like orthopedic shoes. Look around this office. What do you see?
I'd rather be comfy than stylish.
A bunch of women with hair from India.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dang.
We have over $1 billion walking in and out of these offices looking for love. And we have a standard to uphold. This is not our standard.
She looks nice.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No, she looks great.
Where are you from, new girl?
Belvedere.
Where the hell is that?
From the South.
That explains it. You grew up below the Mason-Dixon.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no.
So much judgment here.
That blouse. It's telling it all.
So does your dress.
I can agree with that.
Yep.
Can you even breathe, Ava?
It leaves nothing to the imagination.
You don't breathe in Hervé.
Oh, my God.
It's hard not to notice her.
Yeah.
What's that?
The third largest social media inventor since Zuckerberg?
Oh?
Classmate? What planet are you from?
Classmate. I love it when movies come up with social media names.
Please don't tell me he's here to get fixed up by the madam.
She's a matchmaker and she's very good at her job.
Yeah, so are pimps.
Woo!
Come, please.
Stay right there. I know she was talking to me.
Whatever.
He's immediately going to take an interest in the one that no one finds interesting.
Young man is looking to find a lot of answers as to how we do things around here.
Oh, are you looking for a date?
I'm sure this handsome face has no
A
problem.
lot of hands.
Yeah, wow, she's all over him.
I'm actually in between relationships right now.
In between relationships like jobs.
Well, I prefer the old-fashioned way of meeting women.
Okay.
Oh, you like to pay?
No.
But
What exactly do you do?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Very direct.
The in-house therapist.
This is Judith.
the in-house therapist.
You are who I'd like to speak to.
Charlie is looking to invest in my company. We want to take wise counsel online and international.
Oh, okay.
She's like, cool.
Great. Why do you want to talk to the therapist?
And Judith will take great care of you.
Good Lord.
This, feels weird.
Yes, ma'am. She'll be working the register and stocking the shelves.
Uh-oh.
I check the register at random every day.
And she just happens to be pretty.
Uh-huh.
Random.
I got it.
Understood.
Jesus.
Yeah, wow.
Say you're racist without saying you're racist.
You're from Boston?
Yeah.
You don't sound like you come from Boston.
Do you know Boston?
Have you ever been?
No, I've never been there. What part of Boston?
Oh my gosh.
Roxbury.
Okay, that explains it. Sure.
You could have said skibbity doo and she would
Right.
She'd have to take it at face value.
Are you married?
No.
You have kids?
No.
Torpe tortuga.
This is so awkward.
So should I get to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Hey, no husband?
What are you gonna say?
Blouse she's wearing and those boots?
This lady.
She's a lesbian.
Oh my god!
I wasn't expecting that.
That's not where I saw it going.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I doubt we run in the same circles.
Do you run?
Oh.
Yeah, every day at
Landover Park. I knew it.
What?
This is all in on an elaborate stalking
I was
thing.
gonna say he's been stalking her this entire time.
You're that cheesy guy always running with his shirt off and making grunts?
I'm not cheesy.
Yeah, you are.
I get hot.
It's not cheese, it's ham. Stop.
Oh, you noticed me running.
Ooh.
Damn.
He's slick.
This is why it's called Temptation.
Turn to page 2. You'll see the compatibility questionnaire.
All business.
I wanted to start with that.
Does she have a ring?
She's got her husband's picture on her desk.
He can't see that. It's facing her.
How was your third week? Any better?
No. I've never related so hard.
I just spent 3 hours with some cheesy computer guy named Harley something.
The class meet guy?
Oh, God.
Okay, does everyone know about this guy except for me?
Baby, you should. He's loaded.
Just because he's rich doesn't mean you need to know his name.
I guess the idea is you should know who was walking through the doors.
I guess that's fair.
Oh, and my mother called me today. Yeah, she's coming into town for some revival or something. It's just what I need. Judith Ann, have you been doing your wifely duties? Yes, Mother. I have been cooking for him, I have been cleaning, and I have
Okay.
been having sex with him 3 times a week, just like it says in the Bible.
Just like it says in the Bible.
3 times a week, baby? Then you've been slacking.
You are slacking. Let's get on it.
With the chips, like the different color chips, that looks so good. With the enchilada.
Shit.
Bitch right there.
You talking to me?
Babe, keep
You
walking.
ain't talking to me.
Keep walking.
Yeah,
Keep walking.
the safest thing to do is ignore.
Yep.
You need to be in church.
Get in the car,
I got the Bible since you ain't got no
Judith, get in the car.
Mama should
I love her shouting over him.
She's not going to like that he didn't stand up for her.
No.
think they can talk to me like that.
Let it go.
I'll show them.
Just let it go. It doesn't matter.
She's over here like, hold me back. I'll mess him up.
The chutzpah on her, man. I like it.
Stupid joker!
You just got to be careful. It's 3 of those dudes.
Yeah.
And they look like they lift. So, like...
Nah, that's just puffy jackets.
I don't want to find out what the truth is. Yeah.
It's a 50-50 gamble. That jacket comes off and he's a string bean or
all muscle.
Yeah. Man, don't you hate it when you're trying to do something nice and like make her day better and then something else in the universe just makes it worse?
Also, why is she going to sleep with her makeup on?
Beauty sleep. Duh.
Baby, you've been really quiet since dinner. Did I miss something?
Durr. Like, come on, dude.
No, you were right there.
You didn't hear that guy?
Babe, I knew what I was at. Yes, I heard him.
I think he did the right thing.
No, he definitely did the right call.
Some things you just gotta ignore.
Why can't I ignore the fact that I didn't feel safe?
Babe, those guys could have had guns.
That's true. You never know who's packing.
You just keep walking.
Baby, I will always protect you. die for you.
Just not today. You know what I'm saying?
Just I'd rather not have to, thank you.
Just wanna go to sleep.
Let's get you a taser, some pepper spray.
You'd be walking out of the house with an arsenal.
Sorry.
Start wearing boots that got a knife in there.
The like KGB toe spike knife. Yeah,
exactly. That's a real fear. It's you'd think that she'd feel safe because she's got
her guy with
her. Yeah, like, but I guess even then, you never know.
It's hard.
Arlie and I have been going over the questionnaire you came up with, and he has some questions for you.
Oh, really?
You will be putting in some late hours trying to help him. You don't mind, do you?
She's playing matchmaker over here.
But she must know that she's married.
What I don't understand is why there's so many questions here about past relationships.
Because you learn a lot about someone.
That's true.
From their prior relationships.
Yeah.
Patterns, you learn behaviors, you learn whether or not they play the victim role. Do they take full responsibility for their role in the breakup?
All that from one little sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at my job.
I've never wanted to know the past of any woman I was ever dating.
Maybe that's why you're single.
Exactly.
Hey!
That's just dumb.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to know everything, but you want to ask some questions.
Yeah, right? You want to know a thing or three.
Filled out one of these. Maybe you can tell me a little something about myself.
Why would you fill this out?
I'd like to see how good you are.
Oh.
What can you tell me about myself?
Yeah, decoded the dude.
Yeah. A man who thinks he's an enigma.
You believe in love, but because you've been hurt a few times, you've given up on it.
That's temporary.
Oh, she's liking what
You
she
got
sees.
a little bit of a mean streak, though.
Ooh.
Mean
Very
streak.
attentive, need a lot of reassurance.
I don't like the way he's looking at her.
Observant.
Wow. She unpacked that quick.
This is a game for him.
So let's continue. Page 2 is really interesting.
Oh, really?
He's wearing her down, though.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Good night. Good
Good
night.
night.
Something's wrong with the girl. You see the way she covered herself up as she's leaving?
It's cold outside.
It's also dangerous out there.
That's true. A single woman walking around.
She has to be watched.
Jesus. What the What? What?
Stuffing the mints into her bag.
Why?
Why don't you just take the whole bucket?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want the whole bucket.
I got grandkids to feed.
Is that what it's about?
I don't know. I'm assuming. You know, every grandma has mints in their bag.
That's how I feel when I run. That's like, I feel the same way. So I get it. Oh, she must have had some kind of experience.
Either that or she's
had some kind of experience.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at all those locks. I feel like that goes beyond the scope of just being safe.
Yeah. Are you coming out of a past relationship and you're not sure if he'll find you or...
Okay, so now we're getting the theme.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought this was going to be like Unfaithful with Diane Lane.
50-50 chance that couple's gonna work.
50-50.
Yeah.
Training this computer to think like you. 50-50.
Programming on a Mac? No.
Yeah, right.
No.
50-50.
50-50.
Can I get some? Wow.
Go to the other side of the room, lady.
My husband's never gonna believe that I'm helping out with stuff like
You
this.
were amazing.
Step away.
How long you guys been married?
6 years. I've known him for 19.
Do you think Pharmacy Girl is a past relationship of his?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm just afraid of him throwing his man scent at her.
Wait, so you were a very old-looking young woman, or you met him when you were, what, 5?
6.
6, wow.
Aw.
So you're 25.
26 in 3 days. I never thought I would be one of those people that dread birthdays, but it just feels like it's a reminder that I'm not where I want to be.
I dread birthdays. I dread every day.
At least have my license. I'd be a marriage counselor. I'd be on my way to starting my practice.
It's a marathon, not a race.
You should totally do that. You're super smart. Look at what we just did.
Oh, thanks.
Judith,
Stop with the compliments, dude.
you're bright, you're intelligent,
Stop.
you're motivated. Set up a business plan
Go away.
and make it happen.
You're gonna wreck her marriage.
Thanks. Yeah, why don't you do that?
Did I say something wrong?
No, it's actually very encouraging.
You said all the right things.
Totally help you with this marriage counseling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there it is. He's like, I'll happily front you the money.
What did you do different than the rest of us? Like, how'd you become so successful so young?
I've always been ambitious, very much a workaholic.
Classic, just I grind harder than everybody else.
It's kind of sad to be able to buy whatever you want.
Not share with anyone.
My last relationship was back in college.
What?
Completely blew my mind, and I fell in love with her, and she walked out.
Whoa.
Because I was abusive and
I've
controlling.
really been able to rebound
and
since then.
You might be right.
I didn't even know she was unhappy.
I feel like he's not the good guy in this.
Are you happy?
Oh.
It's a trick question.
Yeah, very happy.
The real question is, can I make you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Especially good for him.
I don't like him.
God, he went all shark eyes.
He's a very lucky man, Judith.
Shut up. Go away. I'm so nervous.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate it. I hate him.
It's getting late. Let's,
I don't have any reason to root for them.
No.
Right? Her husband's a good dude.
He's a nice guy.
I saw the questions about the relationships, the compatibility, the hobbies, but there are no questions there about sex.
That's actually, I think that's important.
I don't believe in sex before marriage, so why would you need that?
Really? What? Where are you from?
It's not about where I'm from. It's called I'm a Christian. I was raised that way.
Wait, so what you're saying is your husband is the only guy you've ever been with?
Okay, why are you being weird about that?
Yes, and my husband and I are very compatible.
How would you know how sexually compatible you are when you have nothing to compare?
That's a great
These
question.
are weird questions to ask a married woman, though.
I mean, no, you're right. You're right. But it's a good question.
I watch HBO. I know I'm not missing anything.
I mean, ignorance is bliss, right?
I mean, if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it, right?
Keep picturing this kind of same old...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
Turn the lamp
no.
off.
Slipped right in. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people statistically who get married, who've only been with that partner, that are unhappy in bed.
Be with another man,
Shit. Shut up.
you know the sex should be random. Like animals.
Ugh.
When it happens, it just happens.
This is highly unprofessional.
Highly unprofessional.
In the kitchen, the shower, in the office, on a plane.
It's
Are
working.
you getting turned on?
I was gonna say, tell me you're enjoying this without telling me you're enjoying
You need
this.
to go home.
He knows what he did.
Yeah.
He's planting the seeds.
God, not the cocky smile.
He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, way too much.
She is hot and bothered right now.
Uh-huh, yeah. It's like, it's time. Let's go.
You can see it.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
He's like, all right, cool, let's do this.
Attack me!
Attack
Yeah, like an animal.
Like an animal?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Okay.
Baby, okay, no, it's my new shirt. Babe, hey.
Scratch my back.
Scratch. Look, this is weird.
Scratch my back.
After we finish eating, we could go in the bedroom and do this the right way.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Dang. I was fully on board until she started slapping him in the face. You slap me in the face, I'm immediately done. I'm like, all right, cool, nope.
It depends how hard. He likes to keep it nice and vanilla.
Uh-huh. Cozy and comfortable.
It's familiar.
Oh, she's getting all dolled up for her run.
This is like unfaithful. Except in here, he actually has a chance. He's just not paying attention to the obvious cues.
Yeah, yeah.
You knocked me out last night.
No.
Well, I didn't do my job too well if you're already up and running.
What's that? What?
Just going for a Saturday morning run. See you later.
Oh no. Okay, you feel that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you gotta be picking up on that.
Damn.
She strategically put herself in front.
Well, imagine me running into you.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I
I hate when I see dudes running without their shirt on. I'm like, you're making the rest of us look bad. Stop it.
Now she's got a run-in buddy.
Watch out, look, no!
Oh goodness.
Sorry. You okay?
What's your problem, man? Huh?
I didn't see you.
Say something!
Oh.
Whoa!
I'm okay. Just let him go. Just walk away. I'm okay.
That's gonna make her so happy.
Yeah,
That
she's gonna be like, wow, that's really cool, right up until it becomes a problem.
all of this sounds really appealing until you have it, and then you realize it's a toxic.
No. I'll wrap it up. I'll call my neighbor. He's a doctor.
Okay, all right, but I still have to call
No, either way, we gotta get you.
No.
Okay.
No.
No is no.
Got you.
Okay. Well, I guess no is no until it's not.
Yeah, right.
She said no.
But my body's telling me yes.
Wow, this place is just incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a far cry from her apartment.
Yeah, right?
God.
I don't know if I need all of that.
Just hold on one quick second.
Fuck.
Over the sock, though?
Well, something I picked up in college.
Oh, yeah.
Fixing women.
My husband has a bunch of basketball injuries.
Really?
You're right. But like,
You talk about him a lot.
yeah, there's a bit of an insecurity going on.
And when he comes up, it's kind of in comparison to me.
What?
What? Where did you get that?
You wouldn't be comparing us, would you?
He is super manipulative.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything about the, Look, I really wonder who this guy is.
Would you like to meet him? Maybe we can go
How
for dinner.
special he must be to have gotten you. And on the other hand, I wonder, does he even know it?
This is just new. It's just new.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean shit.
You've known me for a
Now,
week.
if I had a woman as beautiful as you,
Oh my God.
I wouldn't miss a thing.
That's well, okay.
Small blonde hairs on the back of your neck. Or how...
Why did his last relationship end?
Yeah, that's what I need to know. You got to learn more about his past.
That is
Shit. You're
very sexy.
in his home.
Slow
Yeah.
breathing.
But he's just saying all the right stuff.
Don't make a move.
God, he's like a hypnotist.
I don't miss anything either. Like the smell of jasmine perfume on this sofa. That's obviously fresh.
Oh.
Or those pair of high heels in your bedroom.
Oh.
Those diamond earrings on this coffee table.
Damn, she's like a CIA agent.
Nailed it.
Those are all for you.
Hey, yeah, you must be Bryce, right?
Yeah.
Harley, nice to meet you, man.
Hey, babe, what happened?
Oh, I fell down when I was running.
I sense no insecurity on his part.
No, none, not at all.
Thanks a lot, Harley.
Look at him judging and analyzing.
Yeah, him sitting there like, this idiot doesn't deserve her. Oh my God, he's stunning. Look at him. He's as ripped as Harley is.
Babe, I was thinking.
Yeah, moving those little pills around all day. How could he not?
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh, I'll be late tonight. It's that mid-month inventory. I hate the 15.
He's got some crazy abs. Jesus.
Yeah, my God, he's stunning.
Your breakfast is on the table.
All right.
Man, if I were him and my wife injured herself while out on a run, I'd be like, are you okay, honey? Do you need anything? Here, you lay up. I'll go make breakfast. Like, don't go to work.
I didn't know the 15th was your birthday. Happy birthday. Here you go.
He forgot her birthday?
That's so shitty.
No, he didn't remember.
That's the first thing I commit to memory.
Yeah.
I left the apartment this morning so mad. I thought my husband forgot my birthday.
I remember nothing else, but I will remember.
You gotta
the
remember birthday.
The phones are so convenient now. You can put
Yeah.
notes and
Try
reminders.
something new with your hair.
I sure did. I curled it. And you see that green comb right there in my hair?
Unfortunately, I do.
No.
Icon like Delta Stewardess. That's what you
Oh,
look like. It's
off. Go away.
Get out of here.
Is this wool?
Yes.
It's making me itch.
It's a blend.
Dang, she's feeling so proud of herself too.
It's my birthday. I tried to do something pretty with my hair.
I like
had
it.
these
You
Beautiful
look great.
flowers from my husband. I'm smiling. Just give me a compliment or
Those aren't from your
That was a
husband.
compliment.
It sure didn't sound like one.
We really gotta fix this.
Just that spit.
Watch
you just.
my manicure.
Why are you putting spit in my hair?
I'm trying to be your friend here, Judith.
Don't touch my hair.
When people look at you, it reflects bad on me.
Oh my goodness.
My friends don't look like this.
This relationship feels like the discount version of Emily Blunt and Anne Hathaway in Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I never saw
Hey, put
that.
on a little extra makeup.
That's not makeup. That's make down.
Damn.
You see this gold belt? The gold belt goes with the gold flappy things on my shoes, and the blue shoes go with the blue dress.
You know what? I'm here for it.
You're wearing flats?
My foot's
I knew that was
it
gonna be
hurts
the
a little
problem.
bit. So
I hurt myself.
Window, why don't you?
I would love to.
I would love to too at this
Yeah, hey,
point.
same.
She's being so mean.
Harley's here. Come on, we gotta go. Enough with the coffee. No coffee.
Harley likes it.
No.
Harley likes all
Yeah.
of that.
Harley's like, this is exactly what I
Hi,
want.
Harley.
But I think Harley more likes the game and chasing another man's woman more than anything else.
Probably true.
Thanks for helping out the other day, too.
Yeah, no problem.
Bryce, he just couldn't believe you were so nice to me. He wanted me to thank you for that.
He is so innocent.
Yeah, no worries. You changed your hair.
He's noticed everything.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
He's doing all the right things. God damn it.
He's the one who sent the flowers.
You sent these?
Yeah.
It just said happy birthday, Judith. It didn't say who it was from.
No, I wanted to tell you in person. I was going to deliver them myself when I came up, but I just didn't really think that was a good idea.
What'd your husband get
That
you?
would have been a little obvious, yeah.
Come here for a second. Let's sit down.
Okay, here we go.
Have a seat.
We're in the principal's office now.
Harley, I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. What's going on? Huh?
Yeah, let's cut to the chase.
Plenty of employees that could come and help me with this project, and yet you're coming here every day.
Yep, personally.
It's not obvious.
I find you extremely beautiful, okay? And interesting.
Let's start with the interesting.
Yeah.
And as long as you know that I'm very married.
Point taken.
Small detail.
Yep.
He loves
Little
you.
snafu.
Little snafu. Baby point.
He's kind of regular, but lucky.
He's kind of regular? You haven't seen him with a shirt off.
Yeah, that's not regular at all.
You know, maybe at one point in time in your life, but where you're going, I just don't see that lasting.
Okay, who are you to come into my relationship and tell me what my relationship is? You're not the marriage counselor here. I am.
You don't know him.
I just realized we're still in flashback.
Yes, we are. I think the whole movie's going to be flashback.
Yeah.
Crazy day today.
Yeah?
Just trying to finish up all that inventory.
How does he maintain that body? That's ridiculous. He's on those meds.
Yeah, he's on those
like
meds.
Popping the pills.
Yep. Yeah, you forgot. You feel bad now, don't you?
Sad little cupcake.
Babe, I'm sorry.
You got a lot of work to do from sorry.
It's the second year in a row, Bryce.
Oh, no.
Damn, that's
Babe, I
terrible.
just got a little carried away with work, that's all.
You notice the color of the room as well?
Yeah.
It's like very mono versus the very colorful, vibrant.
Yes, yeah. The like bright interior of...
I have this really big assignment for work, and I got a lot to do.
There's like no sunlight in here.
Babe, I'm sorry.
I know it's nighttime. I'm just saying, in general.
Bryce, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's immediately when you start worrying more.
Yeah, the question I always ask myself is, what are you not saying?
Mm-hmm. Come on, you know you love it.
Young girl, they do get weary.
Oh,
I was wondering if he was going to be largely naked under the guitar.
that was quick.
But when she gets weary.
He's got his own charm. You just can't expect what the other guy's trying to give you.
Yeah, he's got everything going on that the other guy has. He's just not new.
He's extremely faithful, but he's content. She's not.
The key is finding how to make her also, well, I guess, is breaking out of that contentment where you're like, we're both happy.
Yeah.
So obviously everything I'm doing is fine. And going, how can I continue to make my partner happy within our long-standing relationship?
Requested to accompany Ollie to New Orleans for a meeting.
When do we leave?
Oh, no, darling, just you. I think he likes you. Now, I know you're married.
Okay, so you are aware.
Get the deal closed. Don't compromise yourself.
Oh.
Just,
Don't compromise yourself. Thanks, I'll make a note of that.
I know I don't know you very well, but I want you to know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I will tell you like I tell all my girls who go out with my guys.
Okay.
Be aware, have fun, but most of all, be careful.
Okay.
All right.
All
Sound
right.
advice. I appreciate
I
it.
thought she was leading her to the other direction.
Yeah, me too. That's him. Yeah, you recognize the voice.
What? We're back to this again? Did you not have a good birthday or something?
No, I didn't, in fact.
My husband forgot.
He forgot? I thought he sent you flowers yesterday.
He didn't even remember.
Honey, you have to make a man remember you. I've tried to give you my assistance, but you don't want it, so get out.
Oh, God. She makes me so angry.
Yes.
All right, you win.
Win what?
The hair, the makeup, the clothes.
Oh, we're going for
Do
the...
whatever you want to do.
I'm not pretty, so I gotta get a makeover, and then I'll be pretty.
Good morning.
What now? What now?
What's wrong?
Her
We
ex
found out what's wrong.
came in here. Tell him, honey.
We didn't see the ex.
I've been hiding from him, running from him for years.
Since college.
Changed my name. I moved here. Can't believe he's here. I'm gonna have to quit.
Oh, man.
Baby girl, no.
Look, maybe he just stumbled in here on accident. Do you know how many people live in this city?
You don't know my ex.
You can't keep running from someone your whole life.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah, you don't know my ex.
When we first met, he wined and dined me.
Uh-huh.
Made me feel like I was the luckiest woman in the world.
You can't trust men who make you feel like the luckiest woman in the world. Just can't. I'm sorry.
You just gotta feel like a woman in the world.
Yeah,
That's how you know it's
exactly.
true.
Very normal pedestrian.
Just became evil.
Yeah, I think he is evil.
Don't leave.
He tried to kill me.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, maybe you should leave.
I just can't see you being with a guy like that.
And sometimes you never know who you're married to.
Oh, that got him thinking.
Yeah.
One night, he was on that couch. I ran, and I never looked back after that.
Look, Melinda, you can't quit.
What am I supposed to do?
We'll help you.
How?
How?
We'll pick you up and drop you off.
Okay.
Aw.
We?
I was gonna say, Granny's nodding along. That's so sweet.
Don't throw away what you found here.
Oh, look at him standing up
Do you
for
know what we all need is a Valium.
a Valium.
I have a whole room full of them.
I love her. She's great.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah.
That line when she goes, we.
Yeah, right?
That reminded me of my mom. Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's just the two of us on a private jet.
You know, I was thinking, when we leave New Orleans, maybe we can head over to Paris or New York.
For fun?
All this work we're trying to focus on, and you're talking about Paris and New York.
If you were mine, you wouldn't have to work.
If you were mine. That's very possessive.
If you were mine, you wouldn't be on this plane right now. Your butt would be at a pharmacy. That's the handout for the board meeting.
Bring it back to earth. If I'm next to a girl I'm interested in, and she's not drinking, I have a rule that I can't drink.
You automatically stop drinking.
I just do not.
Not the handhold.
Because, like, I'll think we're having a good time. Because I'm having a good time.
Yeah, because you're drinking and you're having a good time.
I'm not reading.
Yikes.
Hey,
You're not helping.
you bitch, stop. She should not be doing any of this.
No.
Oh, man.
Man, this view is just incredible.
Would you like to see it all the way to Paris?
You know, you take people on this plane all the time and excite them.
Just my ex.
You're lying.
Yeah. There's no way in hell you don't take other people on this plane.
I really hate being taken for granted.
Are we gonna have like a get out moment where she's gonna find a box in his room and it's like all these broads that all these women
I hope
that,
so.
all these women
Either that or they're finally gonna cross paths with the pharmacy girl.
How would that make you feel when she would do that?
Oh yeah, he's the one who was taken for granted in the relationship? Sure.
The opposite of how this makes you feel.
How does this make me feel?
Special. Important.
Notice how he immediately pivoted any questions about him onto her.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to answer anything.
This stuff didn't matter to her. The more I tried, the more she shot me down, and I think I just love too hard. Before I know it, I'm gone.
This feels like a what's your greatest weakness interview question answer.
Just crazy.
Oh.
In love.
Oh, crazy.
His eyes.
Yeah.
Keep my true feelings inside because most women can't handle the kind of emotion that I bring.
Most women can't handle my psychosis.
Or I can come on really strong.
How so?
Why are you into this?
I want to make love to you. Right now.
You asked.
That's the kind of thing I say to her.
In game.
I think we are better off just keeping it professional.
Damn straight.
Ain't no way past that.
Oh, you're on my private jet.
A guy can dream, right?
No, not about a married woman.
I used to dream about helping people and Started my own practice. I graduated college and reality hit.
You know what I just realized is the office that she works at in the opening of the movie is very cold looking compared to the office she's at now. And I wonder why there's that dichotomy.
Oh, you know what? That's a really, really good point. Or something happens here and she has to, I don't know, go into hiding from him and can't
sense.
start a big practice.
You ever dream about me?
Yes.
My husband.
She keeps saying
That's
that.
not a no, though.
That's her shield.
Do you want me?
I have a husband.
Not the eyelash flutter.
Can we land the plane?
Please,
Oh,
God.
No.
No.
No, no, no.
No. Stewardess? Stewardess?
I don't want to.
No is no. No means no.
No means no. No means no.
Now you can say you resisted.
Now you can say you resisted?
I'm so confused. Well, I guess I'm not. I'm hurting for all these feelings. I don't know what to do with them.
I have nowhere to put them.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody give me a box. And just like that, she's disassociated.
I don't want to ever see you. Need anything, Janice can help you.
Okay, Judith, hold on a second.
Husband's
Not
truck.
do this.
Wait.
Husband's truck.
Judith, are you sure about this? Wait a
Bringing home the girl. Oh no. Oh no.
second. Are you sure you want to do
Oh no,
this?
that's mom. That's
Really?
mom. But still, that's
Thank you, son.
No problem.
that's mom.
Hey.
Ah,
Harley, you remember my husband, Bryce?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hi.
Great.
That is a beautiful car.
God, he's so innocent.
Nah, he's just confident in what he's got.
Hey, Mama.
This your mother,
Mm-hmm.
Harley.
Reverend Sarah Ogilvy.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Reverend.
Okay, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, let's get you in, Miss Sarah.
All right, son. Sweetheart, how you doing?
You made it, huh?
So happy.
Okay.
Uh-huh, yeah.
All right. The look back.
A little suspicious. Damn, I really thought we were gonna get the storyline crossover. That was Pharmacy Girl in the car with him.
How do you feel about your actions, lady?
How do you feel about you right now?
I mean, also, he cornered her.
yes. No, for sure that was like
Oh, she's thinking about it.
not fully consensual.
There's definitely something wrong with the guy. Like,
For sure.
You're not gonna say grace?
Me, anytime my mother's over for dinner.
God, thank you for this food. Bless it, purify it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Miss Sarah, I'm always.
I think
happy
that mom is gonna know something.
Oh yeah, mom's
Daughter,
Mom
you not
vibes.
cooking for your husband?
damn the look she just shot him.
Well, she does, but lately she's been working a lot.
Right. With the man in the red fast car.
Ooh.
It's easier for a camel to enter into the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Interesting.
There's nothing wrong with being rich or having nice things.
Long as nice things don't have you.
Yeah, that's definitely like some
Yep.
fight club philosophy.
A long time since you've been to the house of the Lord.
It's like, what'd you tell her?
I told her we rest on Sundays.
Dang, mom's busting her chops left and right.
You need to be in
Yeah.
church. Get your spiritual strength up. Deal with those demons, girl.
Maybe this time she's right.
Yeah, mom might be right.
Mama, not everybody's a demon.
But that man in the red car is.
But you could call in sometime. Just once in a while.
All right, I will. How
Not
long
the
you
mother
stay?
guilt.
How long you stay?
I done got on your nerves. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You're not bothering me. It's fine.
I do not bother. I'm going away.
Honey, you haven't touched your mashed potatoes.
Not like her not to want her food.
Yeah, I think she's mad at me, Miss Sarah. I forgot her birthday, and now I'm talking about her cooking.
How you gonna forget her birthday?
Yeah, that's right. He needs a good slap on the wrist, too.
You need your ass whipped.
Miss Sarah, you're not supposed to be cursing.
That's the King James version.
That's a kick.
King James version.
What did I do now?
Why would you tell her all that stuff?
She asked. And you know how your mother is. I can't lie to her. It's like she looks right through me.
I get it. I buy it.
Do I need to go get my guitar?
That's not gonna
You've
work
already
this
used your
time.
one trick.
Yeah. You
Gotta find something else.
That's like a once a year thing.
Perhaps like a private jet.
Is it important for your partner to support your hobbies?
He's still coming around.
Yes,
Yep.
I think it's very important for me for that to happen, yeah.
He's working with someone else, not her.
I was afraid that I would give up a part of myself.
Oh,
if I,
wow.
Are you listening to me?
No.
You don't want someone that's going to change you.
Yeah.
Wow, she picked it up nicely.
Yeah. She clearly multitasks well.
Who dat?
Uh-oh.
He's not gonna notice. He's
Nope.
engrossed in the game.
Too deep into football game.
So what? Is this what you wanted, huh? You wanted to just have sex with me and just ignore me after that?
He goes off with, doesn't pay attention to her, makes her make the first move.
You were the one that said you were married and you couldn't do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why does it even matter if I call you or not, Judith? Really? Like, why are you doing this?
Whoa.
Well, if you want me, then you say it. All right? Like, live for once in your life, Judith. Damn, come on.
He's so controlling.
Put him on the phone.
Oh my God, what?
No. Just stop it.
Why isn't he wondering who you're talking to on the phone right now?
Because he doesn't do that.
Because he trusts me.
Does he make love to you better than me?
Oh, what?
I don't think anyone makes love better than you.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Damn.
He got what he wanted.
Tell me you want me. Say it.
I want you.
I'll pick you up on the corner 1 month, 3rd.
So controlling isn't the word I would use. I would just go back to manipulative.
Manipulative, yeah.
It's like pulling the strings.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Just hangs up on her.
Yeah, 'cause he's got her.
You're
Go.
gonna do it too.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
You're gonna go.
Oh, pass the ball.
He doesn't even have the decency to drink a beer while he's watching football.
He's a man of the Lord.
I'm just kidding. I don't even like beer.
Oh, Mom's here. He can't drink.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
sorry, that was my boss. She just called. Needs me to run an errand.
What?
Does Mom know?
Mom's gotta know.
That happened a lot?
No.
He's not even paying attention.
Wow.
In the bathtub?
That's not good for your knees.
That's not super conducive to the whole process, I'm gonna be honest. Unless you got really good assistive substances.
It looks great on film, though.
Yep.
Instead of going into business with Janice, we should start that marriage counselor thing. Get that office open. I'll do that for you.
Because he wants his hooks deep in her.
Now you're right.
Yeah.
He's trying to control everything.
Mm-hmm. He wants an object. He wants a little trophy he can put on his shelf.
What do I do about Bryce, though?
You leave him.
Harley, I already feel so bad, though, about what we're doing.
You didn't feel bad in the bathtub.
Why don't you just go home? Get out of my house.
You know what? Fine, then. Asshole? Fine. Don't call me again, though, you jackass.
That's just, he won.
Mm-hmm.
He got exactly what he wanted out of that.
Yep.
He's under her skin.
Coming in awfully late.
Oh, no. Mom knew exactly.
Mom knows everything.
What's wrong with you?
Mom's about to throw the Bible at her.
I'm just gonna take a shower, okay?
Why do you?
Been drinking?
And more.
I had a glass of wine, all right?
With that devil in the red car.
No, not with him. And he ain't no devil.
Don't say anything nice about him.
Who you think you talking to?
Exactly.
You know, you never could lie to me. I'm your mother.
We don't like to think that our parents have experience.
Yeah.
I knew when you moved here. I knew the devil was gonna be after you. I just knew it. Look at you, you're changing. Please, baby, come back.
I'm relieved that she's not as intense as Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, oh my God.
You know, in Colored Girls.
I'll come out there and I'll pray with you. But then what? Huh? Am I supposed to stop wearing makeup and wear dresses down to my ankle and pretend
Don't
like
be
I'm
mean.
all holy and happy?
Don't be mean.
I mean, it might be a good start. Fake it till you make it.
Why are you so disrespectful to me?
I'm just saying what my father should have told you long ago.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
God bless the dead.
So, Mama, we're still doing that act? When you gonna quit it? We both know he's still alive. I found him in Youngstown, Mama.
Oh.
And how you left him the second you joined that church. How
Oh.
you kept him out of my life. So, What you gotta lie about it for?
You trying to turn this all around on me?
Oh my goodness.
That boy is gonna hurt you something bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he gonna take you straight to hell.
Well, I'll enjoy the ride.
Damn.
Get that smart mouth from! I done cleaned more toilets you can think of, and you would talk to your mother like this. Not today. Not today.
She's had some wine.
Mm-hmm. And some more.
She feels that the devil is after me, so she in there hollering.
Through the valley.
Oh, she's out?
She's gone.
Bryce, I need you to take care of my child.
I will, but tell me what's going on.
God, Lord, Jesus, Lord.
That's between you, her, and the Lord.
I've never seen her or you act like this. Talk to me.
I just want to go take a shower. It's really not that deep, okay?
No, Judith.
Just
Judith,
let me...
talk to me. Please. Judith, talk to me. Judith!
Get the guitar.
Yeah. Perhaps some guitar music might help.
Please believe me.
You must always pay attention to your partner, whichever side you're on, whichever gender, whatever
you
kind of.
Always gotta pay attention.
Just pay attention. Like, if they feel ignored or neglected,
be there for them.
Yeah. Not that I'm condoning what she did, but like he wasn't paying attention.
No. He was very content in the relationship, as we said, and sometimes that contentment can be a trap because suddenly you're not taking care of your partner and making them feel loved in the relationship. You're like, oh, what we're doing is exactly what we need to stick with.
Yeah. He's like, I'm happy, so clearly we're happy.
Who can treat you right?
And she's come crawling back.
When are we going to get the reveal that he's a sociopath?
I think we've already got it. The way he's like acting with her.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
But we haven't actually seen the connection with the ex.
Because he's the one demanding she leave her husband, and then he's acting all like, oh, hurt puppy. And she's coming back and apologizing to him for not leaving her husband. Ick.
Yeah, you should be worried.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your wife is? It's a big office.
Damn.
Wow. She's really going the full 9 yards.
Yeah.
Wow, blatantly.
You gotta go, dude, or confront her.
Yeah, you gotta have a conversation.
Hi.
What, you don't knock?
I'm quitting.
Just the person I wanted to see. Have a seat.
No, I'll stand.
You're about to ruin your relationship.
This will be my last week.
No. This is your last day.
Oh.
I just got a call from Ali telling me that he's out of the deal with me and opening a practice for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what you are in for.
She's speaking truth.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you all the best with your struggle. Au revoir.
Get out.
I did my research on you. You spent those 2 weeks in Paris and all of a sudden you got a French accent.
Oh.
We know you from Georgia.
I knew she was faking it.
You better get your ass out of my office.
I was wondering why they chose this accent the whole movie.
I know. The moment she walked in, I was like, oh, we're faking being French, aren't we?
Why are you so quiet?
Sorry.
I don't think men are trained to deal with that level of hurt and not wear it on their sleeves.
Yeah, right?
I think I lost my wife. I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't know it was that bad. I just thought that...
Bryce, sometimes we can get comfortable with people. And that's what causes the problem.
You gotta date your wife.
But I didn't even know she was unhappy.
Well, she probably wasn't. Most times you happy until somebody comes along and show you something different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't take the responsibility for what she did.
That's true.
Some people
That's a
cheat.
good point.
I never said she was cheating.
She's cheating.
Women know.
Thanks, Granny.
So what do I do?
If you see
Better.
a mob fighting with bricks, you don't join in the fight unless you have one too.
Oh.
What is this?
This is not your usual crowd. This really feels like Tyler Perry's depiction of what hell looks like. I'm almost certain.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Looks sweet.
Hey, Bryce.
Come on, let's go.
Go home.
Judith, let's go now. Get up.
I don't think she wants to go with you.
So Judith doesn't care about all these other women?
I think she's strung out right now, but, you know, maybe it's interesting.
What is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind?
Maybe.
I'm at home, waiting on you, and this is what you're doing.
We'll stop waiting, Bryce.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Baby, come home. If you come home,
We can make this right.
I promise you I'll never mention it again. Just come home, please.
You should not be. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, you're such a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
And I really hope you find a nice girl.
Oh, wow. This is not how you do this.
I don't just want a good guy. I want a phenomenal guy.
That comes with its own set of,
yeah.
you know, things.
Honestly, he is a phenomenal guy. You just aren't seeing it anymore.
We have someone that can pay to help you through this and help counsel you.
We can pay. Oh, me and the guy I'm leaving you for will pay for your marriage counseling?
I wanted to love you, and I'm sorry if I failed.
Fine. I will help you pack your shit.
Oh, you're gonna help? I'd just be like,
I'll just get my laptop.
You'll have your laptop. It might be broken, though.
yeah, I was gonna say, that's the first thing I'm breaking when I get home.
Bye.
Just like that.
Wow.
Just like that.
Just like that.
That's cold. Dang. That is so cold.
What broke?
His mirror. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't, fall to the temptation of having him punch the other guy.
Yeah, right? He's too good of a dude, but maybe he will. You know what? I think you might have called it. Maybe the girl that he should end up with or treats him better is Pharmacy Girl, whose name I still can't remember. Yep. Because she's there for him.
How you doing? You okay?
It is Brandy. Okay. I was like, I feel like that's Brandy, but I didn't want to say something stupid, so I just looked at IMDb.
This is so cold.
Like a different person.
I know this pain.
Whoa, whoa.
What are you doing?
Yeah, she's like, hey, knock it off.
Okay, you're just hurting and you'll do anything to make the pain go away.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you could become attracted to each other.
Yeah, maybe she's better for you.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna hurt for a long time and it's gonna seem like it's forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna get through this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good on her for being like, yeah, no, this is normal, but you need to recognize that it's not what you need to be doing right now.
Go around.
You can't double park like that.
You can't park here.
I guess he's got the money.
Yeah, a parking ticket's a slap on the wrist. Even like a tow fine is a slap on the wrist for him.
Is he still home? Are we gonna get a fight?
Come on.
Just one good punch
I
to
just
the
need
kisser.
one good wallop.
Oh, my Jesus.
The prayer sisters.
Especially those in most need of that divine.
Yeah, you don't want to do this in front of her.
She's like, no, we need to leave.
Oh no.
The devil is here.
Please stay. You're not safe. I brought all the sisters here to pray for you. You're fine, Mom. I know you think you are, but you're not, Doc.
Okay.
That laptop's still in one piece.
I love you and I know it.
Can we go?
Mom.
Break that shit. Break it.
Yeah, smash that.
Mama, we need to get...
Stop it. Oh, damn. Satan.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Call him by his name.
Give me that now.
Okay. Okay. Is that clear yet? What
yeah.
you're dealing with?
You see what I mean? You need to stay here.
Oh.
Disrespecting you is one thing. Disrespecting your mom's?
Okay.
Hold on now. Get up. Get up. Bro, get up.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow. Ow.
Okay. Maybe he's controlling.
Yeah. Perhaps a little bit.
Yeah.
Whose side do you want?
Whose side am
Whose
I?
side do you
She's
want?
my mother, you jerk.
I don't give a damn about your mama, Judith.
Yeah, obviously you don't.
Damn.
What the hell? This is escalating really fast.
So you just gonna take her side like that? Huh?
That's my mom.
This is not about me taking her side, Harley. It's the fact that you will not understand what it feels like to watch your mother thrown to the ground. Look, just because your mother abandoned you in some crack house don't mean you gotta abuse mine.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
I don't give a damn
Uh-oh.
what she did.
Uh-oh.
It ain't a...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Punch a pillow. Scream into the pillow.
I'm just so in love with you and it justifies everything I'm gonna do.
You leaving?
She's been like moving the clothes around for a while.
Yeah, right? What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Really is not healthy.
You gonna leave me? Is that what you gonna do?
The hell are you?
Is that what you gonna do?
Woo! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We knew it was coming.
You can cook. You're a good woman.
Maybe I am attracted to you.
You think you ever find love again? I believe in love and marriage, and I really hope you find a nice guy.
You believe in love and marriage, but look where you're at.
Yeah, his whole world should be shattered at the moment.
Bryce, I have HIV.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. I didn't see that coming.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm dealing with it.
Did she get it from the other guy?
Maybe.
I made the choice to be with my ex, even though I knew he was sleeping around.
Yup.
I'm taking my meds, so I'm doing good.
Yeah, having HIV today is so different from the 80s.
Yeah.
No, I'm not running from Harley anymore.
There it is.
Harley.
Yeah, the classmate guy.
Why? Why you look so concerned?
What's wrong?
What? What's,
Judith!
What's the matter?
Judith!
Judith, what?
Why are you screaming her name at me?
God.
Oh, you're gonna go together. Okay. Well, this is getting exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, you should. With the music, I wish the car was going faster.
I was just thinking the same thing. Is he's going the speed limit.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit lower than it.
That's why you gotta like buy out the street you're driving on, so it at least looks like you're driving faster.
You know, if he's got HIV,
oh damn,
I wouldn't hit him.
You know, that's a good point.
Yeah. Dang. Oh my God.
Judith, baby. Baby, it's me. It's Bryce. No, it's me.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
I'm so sorry. You think we can fix it? We can fix it, right?
Let's get out of the house before he wakes up and starts doing something crazy.
Where are you hurt? Where are you hurt?
Right here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. In the heart.
I heard your heart.
I don't think they should stay together.
You know what? Some marriages have come through worse, honestly.
Just the cold disrespect, though. It's
I
like,
know.
Could you really stay with someone who...
I guess it's the argument that she wasn't in her right mind, right? She was on who knows what.
I got you.
Okay. All right.
He's going back in. No, should have just driven away, man.
Get up!
Nice. Oh my God, through the glass.
Okay.
Oh my God. Stop, you gonna kill him.
I'm surprised you guys don't have cuts on your hands.
Yeah, right?
Here.
Yeah.
I knew you'd come back.
That's the first thing he said.
Yeah. Look, I won. It's all about me. Come here, give me a kiss.
Here.
Oh, back to the present.
Yeah, your sister.
I'm sorry. I know you have to go.
Wow.
You gonna charge her for all that?
Yeah, right? She's like, wow, that was a hell of a trauma dump.
What happened to Judith?
Well, she's alive.
How does the story end?
Still being written.
Still being written. It ends in his office.
Did she get HIV too?
It's a great question.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Bryce?
Oof.
No.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much for sharing this story with me.
I'm really glad she got a message out of all that.
I'm gonna end this almost affair and stay with my husband.
Well, she helped her to
Yeah.
avoid something.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the appropriate move is to, like, work on it with your partner or leave.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Aw, does he own the pharmacy now?
What I want to know is, are they still together?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, man. It made frenzies. That's cool. She's moving different.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
well,
old.
a lot of time has passed.
She's old.
Spoke to your doctor. He changed your dosage to get your T-cell count up. How you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Where you headed to?
I'm going to church. Mama's there waiting for me.
See you next month.
I'll see you next month.
Okay, so they didn't stay together.
No.
That tracks.
That's the wife and kid.
Yeah. Yep.
So cute. Hi, how are you?
Hey. How's my little man?
This little man aged him dramatically.
Yeah, they aged him dramatically, and no one else.
Can't wait for you.
Woo! That kid hits its first birthday, the gray hairs start coming in. I tell you, as soon as she starts crawling, I'm done.
Yeah. Dang.
Wow.
I wonder if the marriage counselor play is a musical.
I don't know how they turned this into a musical.
This was a story that took some interesting turns. I was not expecting. The acting on most of the cast was pretty cool.
Really good.
I liked it. I did not like Kim Kardashian's performance.
I was sitting there thinking about their whole interaction after she got the flowers at the desk. And I was like, this scene you could have just dropped and still it would have had zero effect on the movie if it just wasn't in there anymore.
Yeah.
I fully agree. Every Kim Kardashian scene felt largely superfluous, except for maybe the first one where we established that she's like the comely girl of The Office. That was about the only establishing story movement bit of Kim's performance.
Yeah.
Overall, like we were talking about, the writing was really, really well done. I fully believe... I mean, obviously, all of this is heightened in sort of that Tyler Perry aspect.
Yes.
So, who knows if someone like Harley being as overt as that would actually work, but it all felt, sort of grounded in reality. And as someone who is in a long-term high school sweethearts, like married relationship, I absolutely can see how Bryce and Judith would end up in a situation where Judith suddenly feels like she wants to step out of her marriage, even though he's a really, really great guy.
Yeah.
Most of the depictions of like a main female character stepping out of a relationship is usually like the other relationship's abusive. So they're stepping out with the person that makes them feel good because it's the good guy. It's the guy they were supposed to end up with. It's the guy they're meant to be with, right? Like, what if they're soulmates? Here, we kind of turn it on its head where we're watching her step out of her objectively good relationship that otherwise we would be rooting for, but it's a really excellent depiction of like how you can get kind of stuck in a loop in a long-term relationship.
I can't get past that facial hair.
You had the blinders on the entire movie.
I'm like, I started like
talking.
halfway through your sentence, I just started checking out. I'm like, that beard is just like really there. I'm so not used to it.
Anyway, I can absolutely see the reality of Judith and Bryce's relationship and why Judith would leave. Which, as the married man, I'm like, oh man, I'm sitting here like analyzing my own relationship. Like, am I making my wife feel appreciated enough? Are we going on enough dates? Like, is everything okay? I'm fully confident we're fine. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should get her flowers on my way home from work today.
If that is the worst that comes from this experience, that's a good thing. That at the very least. That it makes you think about your own and life and relationships. It makes you reflect in such a way where you're like, okay, whatever your feelings might be about the film or whatever, positive or negative, it's like if you walk away with a better version of yourself, potentially, even if it's just for a day. Or an hour.
You've at least approved a microbe.
Yeah, like
a microcosm.
Can't tell you how many times I've heard my mom cussing like 5 minutes after getting out of church. So if it at least makes you a somewhat better person, afterwards, that says something. And so it movies should make you think, and it should make you reflect. And so I think that's cool, and it does. It did that for me, actually, truth be told. But I think that it's a very easy thing as a guy watching to access that because it's speaking to your worst fears, I was going to say insecurity, but it's not an insecurity. It's just more of a fear. Like, I think everyone kind of fears that generally. We never think it would happen to us.
Yeah, you're always like, that's something that happens to other people.
Yeah.
My relationship is perfectly good. And, you could be falling into the same traps that Bryce was in that you're content in your relationship, so you're not making effort. I will never, ever forget a birthday, however. Like you said, it's so easy. You put like a calendar thing early on in the relationship, and then it just becomes habit. But like twice in a row?
Yeah.
Man, like after the first time, you add some sort of reminder. You circle it in red on the calendar. You put it in your phone. And I know they were like, I'm not sure exactly what time period they were putting it at because they had like older cell phones for this movie coming out in 2013, I think. But you could still add like some sort of reminder notification or something.
Yeah. There's something I want to address real fast because sometimes people get shocked when we don't mention a famous person that shows up in a movie. So when Vanessa Williams showed up, I honed in on her and I was like, oh, hey, I didn't even realize she was with Kim Kardashian in the first scene both of them had in this film. But the thing is, like, I get nervous about actually saying a name because I'm always like, I'm 99% sure I'm right, but there's a 1% chance I'm wrong and will get scorned.
Right.
I thought that was Vanessa Williams, but she looks a little different from the last time I watched her.
Yeah.
And then
fair enough.
Brandy, like, she was in my favorite Cinderella movie, but like I haven't watched her since TV. She still looks largely the same, but it's like I just don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So that's all on the side.
Overall, stunning performances from everybody.
Yeah.
Minus one notable exception. But
I think that I like a lot of what the film was doing.
Yeah.
I like a lot of what it was exploring and the conversations it's making you have, like with yourself or whoever. And it's interesting. But there was like, I feel like there was progressions that maybe weren't quite there that I was looking for. Our wife character, Judith, was just like, I take her to be really, really smart. You know, the way she's able to break things down and all that. And then she's like getting lost in some kind of drug situation. I'm like, whoa.
Well, smart doesn't necessarily translate to wisdom.
I guess that's fair.
Sort of, there's book intelligence and then there's wisdom. And learning from your mistakes.
I guess I took her to be a wise character.
That's fair.
You know,
that's fair.
like when she's in his place and she's able to pick up on all the things, it's like that's a particular kind of person who has an awareness. And so for her to get lost in it, the excuse being made by the movie is she was caught up in her feelings for this guy.
She got swept away.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, all right. I guess that's a fair argument if I'm having an argument with the movie, right? It's
yeah,
you know what I mean. And
I get what you're saying. It's like she does seem intelligent. She does seem like she's onto him to a certain extent, and then suddenly we have this switch flipped, kind of on the plane.
Yeah,
where suddenly she's really, really into him. But I think that ultimately it's a two-way street, right? Like it's not just her being smart and then suddenly giving in. It's also Harley's manipulation.
Yeah. Yes.
To a certain extent, and him just wearing her down, where suddenly he blurred that line that she had pretty stringently drawn.
Yeah.
Because you can even see it in the airplane scene where he's like, "Do you want me?" And she's like, "I'm a married woman." That's not a no.
Right.
At no point did she say no, she doesn't want him. So he played to kind of her, I guess, baser instincts. And so I can kind of buy where she'd lose that.
Sorry, sometimes it takes time to process.
No, that's totally fair.
So I think the thing that bothers me is that she didn't get herself out of the situation.
Fair enough.
You know, it's like he had to come rescue her, which I guess is fine. It doesn't have to be that she saved herself. Not every film has to be where the main female who's caught in a situation saves herself. But it is a situation where I wanted to see her come out the other side. And it took him sticking her.
And like, and like, even then it wasn't like, you know, him sticking her and then her coming to the realization of like, oh my God, this is truly who he is. It was like he beat her senseless, which is obviously like not okay. And then Bryce comes in and saves her.
Yeah.
Rather than her like leaving and going back to Bryce and being like, I messed up.
Yeah.
Bryce coming in and picking Judith up is for the guys. It's for the guys in the audience that are like, I'd save my girl. I'd never let her. And it's also kind of hinted at in that opening sequence with the three guys on the street where he doesn't defend her.
That's true.
We got to have that moment where he comes back and like
true.
has the fight and like punches the crap out of Harley because he's the better guy and would defend her in a situation that actually needs it.
It doesn't help that Harley was like super drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you kicked a man while he was down, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of wanted him to do worse to him, truth be told, given like the hands he put on her.
Yeah.
Lance Gross. He did I liked his performance better here than in Meet the Browns. Like he was fine in Meet the Browns.
Right.
It just wasn't anything that interesting to me. Whereas here, and I think that maybe he was just too old for that role.
He was a little too old for that like teenage son role. He looked like a full adult in that.
Even if he wasn't, he looked like a grown-up.
Yeah.
So this role, I feel like suited him better. I think that the only thing that kind of threw me was like, it was a big thing. It's just that he was like super ripped. And I'm like, okay, these guys they feel like they're interchangeable then.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you could have literally had Lance Gross play the other dude.
Yes.
And
for
Robbie
sure.
Jones play the husband. It's like, okay, would like, you know, they don't feel too different other than like this person has this set of lines, you know.
We fully could have gone through the entire movie without having the scene where Lance Gross gets out of the shower.
Yeah.
If we hadn't, he still would have felt kind of schleppy and more husband homebody.
Yeah.
rather than, oh, so you're just as smoking as Harley. So why do we have a problem here?
I just feel like it needs an explanation.
No, I agree. I agree.
That's like introducing a time machine in the middle of the movie. Like, wait, what?
It is fully a small nitpick, but I'm absolutely behind that nitpick because the moment they showed him ripped, I was suddenly like off of the Judith train again.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of understanding her getting roped in by Harley because Robbie Jones, his performance had such like oozing charisma, especially in those initial scenes, that I was like, oh, I can absolutely see why you're getting like sucked in. He's got this nice guy routine, and then he's got the rich kind of, domineering routine, and you can see the transition of like how he gets her and how he changes who he is to appeal to her fantasies. Right? And so, him being ripped and running around shirtless, great. But her husband is also like an Adonis. So what are you doing?
Her husband is objectively even more ripped.
Yeah.
And so that for me is like a Harry Potter time turner. Like you can't put that back in the box.
Yep.
Obviously, like this other guy's offering way more than abs.
Yeah.
Guys care more about the abs than women do generally.
It's true.
Is what
That's
it sounds
fully
like.
the male gaze.
Like
fully the male gaze.
Yeah, like when a guy on a dating app, because I know you don't have experience with this, when a guy on a dating app shows his abs, I hear women often swipe left almost immediately because they're turned off by the brazenness of that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Proceeds to delete all ab featuring photos off of dating app.
I thought that Brandy actually did a really nice job in this film. She very... I was going to say truthfully, but I feel like she did a great job of conveying the truth of that character in her performance.
Yes.
The fear that she experiences of being found by him again. And like, there's like whatever her behavior was, like it was very clear to me that there was some kind of trauma there, even before the movie made it more obvious.
Yeah.
So I liked that in her performance. I liked the scene when, there was a very real reason, like which is she has HIV, of why she resisted Lance. Bryce. But like I liked that scene even without the HIV thing. I thought it was a nice scene of like, this is not what this is.
I liked it too because there was a very real possibility that ended up happening, and you and I were kind of both being like, that's the girl he ends up with, because she's really going to support him, and then it isn't. She's just there and supports him through those emotions. But I really did like that scene where Tyler Perry made the choice of like, no, this is someone who's been through it and understands that you're rebounding and it's just the natural chemical thing your brain does, and we are not attracted to each other, so we're not going to do this.
I do feel bad for the guys in those scenes though, because like it happened in Breaking Bad as well.
Yes.
Where Skyler cheats on Walter White, and so he tries to have a thing with the lady at his school, and then she rejects him, and I'm like, no, but she got to. Like, why doesn't he get to?
Yeah, come on.
Why is the writer so mean to him? It's like, is it not enough that he had cancer? Why doesn't he get like that lady who's also attractive? Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Because the whole problem with Breaking Bad is that the writers were mean to Walter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But no,
Period, the end.
I agree. You're kind of like rooting for him to get a little bit, but obviously he gets his happy ending and finds a woman that makes him happy, and they have a kid together, and like, he ends up having that story that we want for him. It's just not with the immediacy that we'd like to see as the audience.
Yeah.
But I think it's the better choice, character-wise.
So, you had mentioned how all the way back at the beginning of the conversation, you mentioned how oftentimes these films where someone steps out is because like there's something inherently wrong in their actual relationship, their first relationship.
Yep.
In the movie Unfaithful, it's very close to this in so far as there was really nothing objectively wrong in her marriage other than she was kind of bored.
Yes.
And so she meets this other guy who's like young and very handsome and blah, blah, blah. Only things go a very different way in that movie, which I won't say in case you want to watch it.
Okay.
But so that's immediately where my mind went, is that film. If you haven't seen it, it's a little, I don't like movies where characters cheat on each other. It makes me uncomfortable. I just don't like it. But
I really love to you're gearing up to suggest the movie and then you immediately pumped the brakes.
Yeah, like this is not a film I would recommend. Not because it's bad or anything. Like that's not it at all. It's just I don't love stories where this is the path people go.
Right.
It always like makes me feel weird. Even with something, a movie I love like Titanic, it's like inherent to the story.
Technically, yes.
Is a lot of cheating.
Yep.
And it's like, it's just kind of, I understand like we're rooting for Jack and Rose, etc. But it's still like the whole basis of the film is unfaithfulness, right? In terms of how their love story starts. It's a fantastic film and I bought it on 4K Blu-ray even though it's expensive.
I'm going to, in another tangent from earlier things I said.
The thing you wanted to remember to say.
The thing I wanted to remember,
Yeah.
and you reminded me by saying you wanted to remember, and I know someone's going to comment, why didn't Michael share this story? So we were talking about the initial face-off between Harley and Bryce, and how Bryce was just so unaware that Harley was sizing him up, and Harley was so obviously sizing him up. When my wife and I first started dating, in high school, we were in drama, debate, and forensics, which meant competition theater.
Okay.
And so we'd travel around to different towns in Southeast Alaska and visit different high schools for competitions. And so one time, I ran into this guy from another town whose name was Michael.
Oh.
And, looked kind of like me, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Wow.
Odd.
Ross.
Anyway, so he immediately gravitates towards me.
Hi.
Okay.
And we're talking, and
You are the paleontologist.
he keeps asking like interesting questions about my relationship.
Are you a friend of Rachel's?
If she's happy, or if I think she's happy in the relationship, and like, she's really great, and like, you really love her, don't you? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not thinking much of it. I'm like, this guy's just weirdly interested in the relationship. At the end of that day, my wife comes over and she's like, so you were hanging out with Michael all day? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, okay, he had a massive crush on me.
In high school?
In like, we had this like summer arts camp that she used to do,
okay,
like right
gotcha.
before she was dating, and he like, confessed that he had a crush on her and things
shit.
like that, and was really interested in her. And I really like flashed back to all of our interactions. I was like, he was sizing me up.
Oh.
He was like trying to see if I was right for the girl that he had a crush on.
Oh, funny.
I was like, what?
That's
I
hilarious.
had no idea. I was like, Bryce, I was like, totally over my head. I was like, this guy's just being,
You're like, he's
being jovial.
He's just a weird guy.
He's just odd dude asking about my relationship, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally getting sized up the entire time.
I feel like the three most dangerous words in the English language can be, at times, are you happy? It's a very dangerous question. It's just as dangerous as the words "I love you." I feel like "Are you happy?" it can really mess you up. And I've been caught saying that a few times, and every time I always end up like in this weird detour I wasn't expecting. Every single time. I don't know if I want to bore anybody with any of those stories. Sure enough, all the comments are like, what are you talking about? But I'll just leave it at that for now. It's like, if people really want to know, I'll say it in the next Tyler Perry reaction or something.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's just like, you can ask that. And so when he asked that question, are you happy? I'm like, oh, shit.
Yep. As soon as he hit the "Are you happy?" I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's a very dangerous, people don't realize that's a very dangerous question to ask somebody. Because especially if you ask it with a certain intention behind those words, you can open up a whole can of worms, or it's like a manipulative thing where you're trying to get something from that person.
Because even like if you're the person being asked, you suddenly are looking at everything in your life under a microscope and under the guise of like, am I happy?
Yeah.
And like it's hard when you're suddenly objectively looking at it to be like, yes, I am happy. There are things I enjoy. You know, you stop looking at just the little tiny joys of just enjoying your life, and you start going, no, I'm not where I wanted to be with my career like I thought I would be when I was in high school, or this, that, and the other thing happened, and you start overanalyzing, and suddenly your objectively happy, content life seems less so.
Yeah.
And that can really start making you think differently about your existence.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah. Coming back to this story, I've been trying to figure out how to articulate this during this entire conversation. It's like, how do I say this? When there was a scene between Bryce and Brandy, who's Brandy's character, Melinda.
Yep.
There was a scene with them. I don't know if it was in the pharmacy or in her apartment. It was one or the other. But there was a moment where I was like, oh, okay, so he's the main character, and I didn't realize that. But that's not even the correct thought, because it's more of an ensemble piece.
Right.
Because she is still the main character as it's being told through her eyes. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I sort of like wasn't sure what I'm supposed to be rooting for. And I think that's what sort of threw me at a certain point in the film. Like, I don't know what I'm hoping for, comes. I don't know what I want to come out of this story
Right.
at a certain point. Because like sort of movies, in my opinion, are supposed to kind of guide you a little bit towards a feeling in a very kind of subconscious way of like, oh, this is what I want for this character.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like at a certain point, I'm like, I don't know what I want. I'm very confused.
I don't know how I want this to turn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I don't want him to end up with her, and that's all I have. And that's not the best of feelings, but
right, because you're rooting for the end of the relationship that you've watched like start to fail.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie. And usually when you watch something like this, you're like, I want the relationship to succeed, right?
Yeah.
You want them to come through. And at the top, we're like rooting for them to figure it out and her not to go all the way with Harley.
Yes.
And then she does go all the way with Harley, and you're suddenly like, okay, I don't know if I can reconcile her doing this and still being in a relationship with Bryce.
Yeah.
And I absolutely get what you mean, where you're suddenly like, okay, I want better for Bryce, but I also want better for Judith. And I don't know if better for both of them is them fixing their relationship and staying together, or better for both of them is being apart.
Yeah.
So it is kind of, I think what that kind of becomes is more of a tragedy, you know, like there isn't necessarily the happy ending we want. There's the happy ending, or at least the ending we get.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to be emotionally satisfying in a way, because it's not the happy ending. You know, they're not together. They don't ride off into the sunset. They don't learn a lesson. They
Right.
still learn a lesson, but they have to deal with the consequences of their actions. And sometimes film allows us to move past the real world consequences of relationship drama and things like that, and people are happy and they stay together. But Tyler Perry, at least in this one and quite a few of his films, really does kind of lock in on, no, these people are changed and their relationship to one another is changed, and it will never be the same, no matter how it turns out.
Yeah. I don't know if he's borrowing from his friends' stories and he's just a good listener.
Yeah, right.
Or if he's gone through some shit. But there's a comment I've seen come up a couple times with regards to Tyler Perry films, and it's his treatment of female characters. And generally speaking, I kind of brush that off, and I'm like, well, he's dealing with fictional. These are not real people. You know, this is a story that he wanted to tell.
Right. It's heightened.
It's heightened. But this is one of the first instances where I was like, okay, that thought now is in my head, and I'm having a hard time not looking at it through that lens.
Right.
Of like a bad treatment of a female, like his main female character. At the end, like, is there anything redeemable about this person? I think that's where I'm struggling, because I'm like, why do I care about? Like, I hate what happened to her in at the hands of
Harley. Yeah.
I did not like that at all.
Yeah.
But it's like, what do I want for her other than to not be next to him? Like, I don't know what to root for is what it comes back to.
Yeah.
Whereas I know with Bryce, I'm like, I hope he finds like a way out of this.
Yeah, I want you to come back. I want you to be successful. I want you to have a good relationship that like fulfills you in that same way. And then for Judith, you're just like, I just want you to learn a lesson, I guess.
Yeah. The whole HIV thing really took me for a turn. And I kind of wish that there's a couple ways to go about it. I kind of wish that Bryce and Judith actually did end up back together, and the film shows you how that's difficult.
Yeah.
You know, that's a difficult journey. I almost feel like the whole HIV thing, that was not necessary. I feel like that was going the opposite direction of what the film should have been going.
It really kind of it felt like it came out of left field.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with exploring that. It's like that's just not what the movie was about.
Right. It feels like an extra tacking on of consequence. To Judith's actions beyond just hurting Bryce and ruining her relationship. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you also have this life-changing illness that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did feel like it kind of came a little out of nowhere. And I'm not sure if that was to give more drama to Brandy's character, Melinda, or...
It was definitely shocking.
Yeah.
It was definitely like, whoa. And you know, he does a good job of having whoa moments, you know? I can, every single Tyler Perry film I've watched, there's always like a what the... you know,
yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
There's always that moment.
For
which I respect. You know, he's got to hit those beats. I just wish that this is a character piece more than anything, right? And so I just kind of wish it explored the characters deeper, you know? Help me to understand them even more by the end of it, and give me a sense of like what I'm kind of hoping for. Maybe they try to work it out and then they just can't, and it ends like the Wonder Years.
Winnie left the next summer to study art history in Paris. I was there to meet her when she came home with my wife and my first son.
It just felt like
I get you.
The ending was just so strange to me. I'm like, okay, well, that's what you did.
Well, all right. That's what you get. I just, like, going back to Strange, I just am thinking about this poor client that came into her office.
Paying $80 an hour.
Paying $80 an hour
Yeah.
or something like that. Just gets trauma dumped on.
Yeah.
Like, the detail, like, you didn't have to go into nearly that much detail to illustrate your point that, like, sometimes when you're in a long-term relationship, a person comes along that makes you feel like you're getting what you're missing from your relationship. You know how you could have summed it up? The 80-20 rule from Why Did I Get Married?
Wow.
If you just explained it clinically like that, I'm sure she would have gotten the message instead of going into your sister's entire dramatic journey in stepping out of her relationship. But I'm glad it worked for that girl. Hopefully they'll go out and have a happy relationship. You know, maybe it's one of those scared straight moments. Where
It is a scared straight
she's
moment.
so terrified that she will never ever consider stepping out of her marriage again.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there were so many other ways to have that conversation rather than this.
Yeah. I mean, well, otherwise you don't have a movie.
That's true. I mean, you gotta have the setup for the film. You gotta
Yeah.
have something. And Tyler Perry plays in movies, or morality plays in movies. So you gotta have the people learning the moral.
Yeah. I think going back to what you said near the beginning, it's like, if the worst thing that comes of this is that I reflect, I say that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And so while I have my like ums and uhs about the movie, like, while I have things that I find could have been objectively better, I do like that it made me reflect.
Yeah.
And that's cool. It's like the worst thing that could happen is that you forget a film right away. It's like, that was very normal, and now it's out of my mind.
Of all the films in the world, that was one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this definitely makes me think, and it hopefully you walk away with a deeper appreciation for your significant other.
Yeah.
Not to bamboozle you.
Okay.
I want to talk about Temptation a little bit more.
Oh!
This is an add-on to Temptation. Shot the next day.
Go on.
And Michael didn't know that I was going to do this. I wanted to surprise him so you guys could see his genuine response. So I wrote this whole thing on Temptation this morning. Feel free to raise your hand anytime.
We're about to get a 5-paragraph essay.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Feel free to raise your hand
on.
anytime you want to interrupt me.
Okay.
I've had more time to process the film. I've changed my stance on the film to a more favorable position.
Got it.
I realized that a lot of the disappointment I felt was because of my preference and bias towards certain conventional methods of story progression, including a main character helping themselves out of a situation. What might have helped me a bit towards what the aim of the film was would have been a return to the therapy session one more time midway. Perhaps the marriage counts.
Oh, yeah.
Just once. Yeah.
That's a good point, because we really just I was kind of thinking about that partway through too, is we really just are like, all right, great, we're going into the flashback, and then the whole movie is flashback.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
have any like relation to the like, I guess, aged character and
Exactly.
wizened character. That makes sense. Yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, that is something I missed.
So perhaps the marriage counseling session was supposed to conclude, and the wife, this is a theory of how it could have gone if they came back midway. Perhaps the marriage counseling session was supposed to conclude, and the wife asked the therapist to go on. So she stayed.
Right.
Instead of like agreeing with the end of the session, she's like, I got to hear the rest of it.
I mean, yeah, because like that's even what I talked about, is like, it really feels like, instead of just being like, hey, here's this whole like 20-80 or 80-20 theory that sounds like perfect marriage counseling, I'm just gonna trauma dump you with my story of my sister, and like, that seems like a really long time to continue staying in the session after your husband has already walked out.
Yeah, unless it's like a 15-minute chat, and
Yeah.
it's like we are watching it in real time. And so the realization I had was akin to what you had said, which is, this is a tragedy. In plays, in the most traditional sense, stories are comedies or tragedies, and this definitely falls into the latter.
Yep.
But taking not just from this film, but Tyler Perry's films in general, there's always a hint ranging from heavy to light of Judeo-Christian values. The Bible is full of tragic stories that with the aim of helping us to live a better life.
Yeah.
I once said a while back that sometimes Tyler Perry films can feel like church in the sense of giving us guidance, and this film actually attacks that with that attitude more directly than previous films. In fact, if you look at the poster, which I should show you.
Ooh, we've got visual aids to this presentation, gang.
There. If you look at the
Oh
poster...
my God, it's the apple and the snake.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, Tyler.
Yeah. It's effectively showing you the snake from the Garden of Eden shaped like an apple.
Yeah.
That could be a massive coincidence combined with me projecting, but I'm very much inclined to think that was by design.
Yeah.
I'm also inclined to think that perhaps this film might have been a low-key response to the book 50 Shades of Grey. The film came later.
Oh, it came out later.
Yeah. I don't know how deep Tyler... Go ahead.
Oh, because you've got the parallels of like rich business person comes in and presents like the, I guess, illicit, desirable, like crazy, intimate life versus the like standard vanilla run-of-the-mill stuff. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I haven't seen 50 Shades of Grey, nor have I read the book. I'm just familiar with the ideas of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep Tyler Perry meant for Temptation to actually be, but it stuck with me and made me think about it after the fact. There are things I still wish the film did different, but my appreciation for it has certainly increased. Things that I wish were different.
Okay.
When Judith was being impolitely complimented in the street, she showed some fight in her, some toughness and bravado that exceeded her husband's.
Yes.
I don't know if it would have been too much or too expensive, which goes counter to how Tyler Perry produces his films, aiming for implied to save money and time. But I would have thought Judith would have fought back against Harley. She could she could still lose the battle.
Right. But like she might have had a little bit more fight. And she did kind of have some fight initially when they walked back into the house.
Yeah, get your hands off me.
Yeah. But yeah, she really didn't like go after him.
Yeah, but so to me, she isn't giving up without putting hands on Harley. Boy, you want to try to touch? I like wrote this up and forgot the tones I'm supposed to express. Boy, you want to try to touch me? Go ahead, but you're going to lose an eye or something in the process.
Yeah.
Again, this would have been complex, time-consuming, and more costly. You effectively get the same result with her in the bathtub, but for me, it would have been more consistent with her character if they showed that.
Right.
Any thoughts?
I still think it was leaning more towards having her husband come in and like I guess fulfilling the male fantasy of saving your woman.
Yeah.
Where he's got to get the beat down on Harley.
Yeah.
So to that extent, I think it's still going into or like playing to that theme, and so having her put up more of a fight would have watered down that idea
a little bit. Yeah.
So I see what Tyler was going for with it, and why he maybe didn't have her fight back quite as much. But I also understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. There was a missed opportunity with Brandy, a.k.a. Melinda. The film spent considerable time establishing the paralyzing fear she had because of Harley. When they went back to Harley's place, the movie forgot about that.
That's true. She didn't move at all.
Yeah. Again, perhaps it would have been too expensive, but I think instead of the back and forth with the husband going in and out of the house, because he, grabbed his wife, put her in the truck, goes back in. I think what would have been interesting and cool is if the husband runs in ahead and we stay with Brandy outside, who's having a hard time. Because she's afraid. Yes.
Yeah.
But when she hears all the commotion happening inside, the fight unfolding, she works up the strength to go inside.
Go back in.
That's her arc.
Confront him.
Yes. By the time she gets in there, Bryce is charging Harley through the window and beating the brakes off his ass. And then Melinda steps in and stops it. That's when they both tend to Judith.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, her whole arc, Melinda's whole arc, ends with her being like, I'm not running from Harley anymore.
Yeah.
And then Bryce has the Judith!
Yeah.
Judith!
Yeah, exactly.
Moment.
Yeah.
But again, like we don't really see any sort of character progression or growth from Melinda.
Yeah.
Because she's just like, oh yeah, I'm done running from him now, even though we've only ever seen her be cripplingly afraid of the idea of him.
Exactly.
So there's at no point does she face him and face that fear. She's just like, oh, I'm done with that fear. Oh, now I can go stare him in the face and spit on his body.
Exactly. In writing this, I just realized why Tyler Perry chose the name Judith literally just right now. And I feel like Michael's going to figure it out before I even finish writing this sentence. Reading it in this case. Judith.
It's like, it's biblical, and it's either like a reference to Jesus or it's a reference to like Lilith.
No,
I'm wrong. Oh,
no.
Wow, I'm stupider than Jaby thinks I am.
No, I thought you would have picked up on it. Judith sounds extremely close to the word Judas.
Judas.
Yeah.
Oh, that I should have known that. You're right. That's a good point.
The HIV thing still throws me for a loop, and it's twice this was used in a Tyler Perry film. And I don't usually get armchair SJW about anything, but it does kind of bother me because people with HIV have to live with that stigma forever attached to it.
Right.
Medicine is so much better today so that you can live a relatively normal life, even if you have it. It would have been absolutely stunning if Bryce decided he wanted to be with Melinda anyway because of her character as a person.
Yeah.
Barring that, just take it out. Just take out the HIV. It doesn't really help. It's used as an easy jump pad to kibosh the relationship before the credits roll.
Yeah.
That's my feeling about it.
No, you actually make a really, really good point because it's suddenly like, oh, now there's a medical reason that they can't stay together. And so Bryce isn't a bad guy for not getting back with Judith.
Yeah.
He's just, doing what's best for... And there's still a part of me in watching the movie that was like, I understand why he didn't stay with her even outside of the HIV.
Yeah.
But it does kind of feel like a final, I don't know, like...
Nail in the coffin?
Yeah, a final nail in the coffin and also like a final like middle finger lightning bolt from God of like, haha, you stepped out of your marriage. Now you have this life-changing disease that, makes your relationships different with everybody. So it felt like a little extra, like too much whipped cream on top of the like suffering sundae.
I would have to imagine that actually happened to a friend of his because he's used it twice.
Yeah.
Like that exact same idea. You step out on your marriage.
You're right.
There was character stuff left largely unexplored. I say the example I'm about to say, fully aware that perhaps Tyler Perry gave what he felt was just enough. But there was a moment where Judith and Harley were fighting and he wanted his medicine. She broke him psychologically for a moment and it felt like a stone was left unturned, which was an opportunity for us to understand how life can take It's like, well, my whole thing is how life can take an innocent young boy and turn him into a garbage person like Harley.
Yeah. I do remember that moment. And I remember being like, oh, wait, his medicine? Are we going to like talk about...
Well, it's the HIV medicine, I guess.
I'm assuming it's the HIV meds, but it was before it was revealed that he had HIV meds.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking like, oh, maybe this is like a mental health thing. Like he needs his meds to like stay normal and things like that. Or, I remember picking up on it and kind of like it sticking in my brain and going, oh, this is like perhaps an interesting little detail of Harley that we're going to get. And then we didn't really address it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything said and done, the film stayed with me. I don't know if it will be for years, but it stayed with me enough to want to talk about it some more.
There you go.
And also, someone tried to catfish me. You guys, have a good one.